Welcome back to another episode of Karl's Easy Sales Tips, and on this episode it's objection handling. Objection handling is a very hard skill to learn, but once you master it, you find out that all objections are basically the same. The customer just doesn't trust you, he doesn't trust what you're selling, so it's one simple tip to get around that. We need to make the customer trust us and believe in what we're doing. So up next, stay tuned, this is going to be a good one, it's objection handling. Here we go. Okay, for tip number 1 in objection handling. The first tip is you've got to listen. Listen, understand, and then respond to the customer. So, listening, you think, well, I do listen to the customer, but there's listening and then there's really listening. Listening to the customer's body language, listening with your eyes, not just your ears, and that's going to sound funny. So looking at what the customer, is the customer comfortable? Is he nervous? Feed off that kind of information he's getting, process it, understand the customer's issue, and then respond. You've got to respond with what you have that will solve the objection. So these are just practical things you can do. Listen, but listen correctly to what the customer's saying. So that's tip number 1, listen, understand, and respond. Tip number 2 is move the customer along that sale line. So every time you get a chance to move them a little bit on, move them on. So you've overcame the objection. Don't stand still and keep going over it and over it. If you're happy enough that you've overcome it, move the customer down the line. Because the quickest way to get to the customer to the sale is to go from point A to point B. So here's point A, here's point B. Get the customer down there, and it's easier to push the customer off at the end than it is at the start when he still might have lots of questions. So move the customer along, and that will help with objection handling too. Tip number 3. So tip number 3 is loop the customer. Now this is a great skill, and you wouldn't be able to just explain it on this video. This has to be done in another video. But something called looping the customer is every time you come to the objection, okay, you bring the customer away from it and bring them back to it. But every time you bring them back to the objection he's going to say, you make the customer trust, believe in what you're saying. You make them trust you more, trust the company, trust your products more. And every time you bring them around, you try getting to believe and trust even more. Now, I would normally try 1 to 3 loops, maybe 1, 2 or 3 loops. Wouldn't try more than that, because you have to know when to let a customer go. Good salesman or saleswoman always knows when to let a customer go. So looping the customer. So for instance, a customer say, listen, I'm not happy with the service. So take them away from that. Take them away from the service, have a chat with them, and then loop them back around to the service. But this time, you've had a conversation about the new service that you're bringing, the new products that you have, and how the service is so much better. So he believes more in you, more in the products that you're selling, more in the company. So he's less likely to give you that objection again, okay? So that's how you loop them. And sometimes you have to loop a couple of times to make the customer really believe in what you're selling. And sometimes, if you loop them and he does believe in what you're selling, but you get a sense that he doesn't want to buy from you, you have to, say that to the customer, say, is this right for you? Is this something that would benefit you, or should we look at other products? So you have to do what's right for the customer. So looping the customer is tip number 3. Now, tip number 4 is, I think, 90%, this is a free tip by the way, 90% of objections are fake. Maybe even 95%. It's all the same. I need to speak to my wife. I need to speak to, the boss of the house. I haven't got the time. Product's not right for me now. That's all. I do not trust you, and I cannot give you the time of day to explain what you have for me. I might love that, but I'm not giving you the time of the day. So they're all fake objections. So to get around this, you start your call snappy. Hi there, my name's Karl. How can I help you today? You start snappy. Hi there, have you got a few minutes to talk? You've got to be sharp as a tack to get into the call or get into the interaction with the customer, so the customer doesn't get a chance to say, oh, I don't like him. The customer just literally says, I want to speak to him. I want to see what he has to say. And As a salesperson, all you want is the opportunity to try sell, and that's it. So that's tip number 4. I believe 90% of objections are the same, just the customer doesn't believe you. So just to summarize all this, we need to get the customers believing in us more. We need to listen, understand and respond. That's something we need to do. That's the most important thing. Listen, understand and respond. Get the customer to trust us, the products and the company that we're calling from or we're presenting. So they're the main tips for overcoming objections. If the customer's still giving you objections after 3 goes, I would say you've got to let the customer go, because you're trying to explain to him for the next 10 minutes why he should buy from you, and he's never buying from you. And 2 customers have came walking by which you could have sold to, or called that you could have sold to. So you've got to know when to let the customer go, and it's not right for them. It's not right for your company. Okay, so there's 4 tips. Tip number 1 was listen, understand and respond. Tip number 2 was move the customer down the line. Every time you get an opportunity, you read out the terms and conditions, something like that, you move the customer down. Keep on moving them. And then looping the customer. If you've got to go around, next time you come around, you come back with all guns for them. You come back and that customer knows that your company is the company for him. The service is the service from him. You are the person he wants to buy from. So that objection is irrelevant. It doesn't come up again. And then I reckon 90%, maybe even 95% of all objections are fake or the same. So if you know what they are, you can overcome them easily. So that's my kind of view on objection handling. So tell me what you think. If you could like, subscribe, share, that would be fantastic. I've got a video coming out every Friday. So this is my Friday video, but sometimes I'll bring one out during the week just because I've got loads of knowledge and I want to share it. But if you could please subscribe to my channel, it really does help. I've got some exciting news coming. I've just kind of got some things going with some big companies, which is going to be fantastic. And everybody that's commented and liked and even messaged me privately to ask for help, I cannot wait to get in touch with all of you and help everybody as much as I can. Okay, thank you very much. Until the next time, remember, tomorrow is a new day. You've got to start all guns blazing. Forget about the results, good, bad, ugly or different. You've got to start the next day like yesterday never happened. And if you want new results, you've got to change your actions. If your actions are the same, the results are going to be same. So you've got to change the actions, and when you get good actions, make them a habit. That will change your results. Until next time, goodbye.
Hi, I'm Mitch, salesman extraordinaire, and I learn all my skills from Karl Donnelly. So make sure you like and subscribe to his YouTube channel, and you can end up like me, having all this.